So it's pretty common and looked at as regular if you're skeptical about something benign like, I don't know, the referees throwing a football game or something like that. But as soon as someone is skeptical about an invisible magic man in the sky that created everything, then it's a big deal, you know. You see, all atheism is just saying that I don't believe you when presented the claim that a God exists due to insufficient evidence to support it. But atheism is just looked at as just something that is totally not. You see, atheism is no different than a fairyism, a Santaism, a Bigfootism. It's just saying no when presented an unsupported claim. That's it. You say this thing exists. I say prove it. I say I don't believe you because you don't have evidence to support your claim. That's it. But religious people, they use faith as their evidence. But see, faith is not evidence. Faith is believing something because you want to believe it. Faith is simply believing something just because you want to believe it, but that's not evidence. Because can you believe anything on faith then? You see, if I say that I can grow wings, fly away, and shoot laser beams out of my eyes, and shoot fireballs out of my mouth, and I say I believe it on faith, and tell you to prove that what I'm saying is not true, it's impossible. But that doesn't make it true, because what I just said was an unfalsifiable claim. But you shouldn't just believe something just because it hasn't been proven to be untrue. The burden of proof is that you don't believe something until sufficient evidence is presented. You obviously don't believe the claim that I just made of me shooting laser beams, growing wings, and flying and shooting fireballs out of my mouth, because that's just preposterous. Has no evidence. You see, simply wanting to believe something is not evidence. It's simply wishful thinking. No matter how hard you want to believe it, it's not evidence, it's not proof. You see, all atheism is just being skeptical about invisible people in the sky, an invisible man in the sky, you know, that supposedly has to keep getting reminded and confirmed that he is the most important thing in the entire universe. He has to keep getting worshipped by a single species of primate. You know, that's all atheism is that we're skeptical about this thing. You make this absurd, ridiculous, extraordinary claim, but provide zero, absolutely no evidence. But you're somehow flabbergasted that we don't believe you. That is just weird. You know? You see, all God is, the idea of God is nothing more than human ignorance. God was created by humans to explain what they didn't know. All God is the gap of human ignorance. And the creation that people made try to control human behavior, and then it spread out to becoming a scam to make money off of people's ignorance, exploiting their ignorance, emotions, that sort of thing. But faith is not evidence. Faith is indistinguishable from gullibility. I can't tell, if you say you believe something on faith, that's telling me that you don't have evidence, because if you had evidence, you'd use that. You see, if you say you believe something on faith, I can't tell that you're just gullible, that you will believe anything. I can't tell, because faith is nothing. You see, when you pray, you're talking to no one but yourself. Your prayer does nothing. No one hears you. You're just talking to yourself. Religion is a delusion. It's a delusion. It's not real. It's not real. It's not accurate. The Bible is an erroneous, primitive book, with desert scribblings written by primitive tribesmen in a pre-scientifically literate world. And you're going to believe that as an accurate description of the universe? That doesn't make sense. Why would you, why would you believe that? Why would you believe some old error-filled book? Why would you believe that over science? Logic? Why? That doesn't make sense to me. I think most religious people are religious because of childhood indoctrination and willful ignorance. They don't care about being right. They just care about their delusions being confirmed, being perpetually confirmed, to make themselves feel mildly better. When you die, you're not going to heaven or hell, because it's not real. You're going to rot in the ground, because you're just a collection of atoms and chemical processes that have evolved via natural selection